Hello everybody and welcome back to Skip Allen Paints. This is video 4 in a series of videos about the rose painting and the impasto brushes. Okay, so when we left, I made this stroke with the palette knife 1C2, and with this dark color selected like that one, you see it makes a nice stroke, but it runs out of paint quickly and begins to bleed. So if you want to fix that with these brushes, what you want to do is come over to the brush control panel that's called, well, the cat is back pushing on my hand. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can pause this and get her. Okay, back. She's insistent. Alrighty, so we were talking about go over to the brush control panel called Well. And what you will find in the bottom is you will find dry out. And right now the dry out for this brush is on 80. Let me see if that's the way it is standard. We'll take it back. Yep, that's it. All right, so what I would do in that case is I would increase the dry out. Actually, I can take the dry out all the way up to here. And if you take it up to there, the brush will never dry out at all. So let's see if we can see how that works. My cat, did you just hear that? I was trying to move her off my lap, and she didn't like that and whined. There you go. So you see it will keep putting in the color if that's what you need to make something like a long stroke. Now, when I'm putting in the leaves, though, I do those pretty much like the rest of this. I would take a dark stroke, and let's see if we can make this a little bit smaller. I would be using my tablet, but my cat is sitting on everything. Let's see, it needs to be a bit bigger than that because the leaves are going to be about the size of these petals. So I would just put a leaf in like that. I might put in one there, put in one there, put in another one there, put one here, here, out. You know, in an arrangement, I don't have to worry about, you know, whether or not they're, you know, a rose actually comes out and it has parallel, or I can't remember what that's called, but leaves that go directly like that. And that's not what you would have in an arrangement of them. And then again, I would come back to the 6A, and so maybe I would take some of this green color here, and I would just cut into it in places, and it's okay even if I cut outside the edge, but I could cut in, see that one went this way, into the brushes like this. See how that gives them a whole nother look. And I could, you know, maybe add a little lighter color over here if the light is on this side. And I might add a little bit of green over on this side. It's kind of a blue-green, just to get a little more of a little different color involved. But that's basically the way I would have made you know, the roses that were made in that painting. So if I took the 6B and I wanted to make another rose, I might make one down here, sort of like this. And it's kind of hanging down, so then I would go to my thick brush again, take a little brighter orange, and I'm going to make it kind of in there. Then we'll do 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to go 4 or 5 across there. We'll do one around this way, one that way, one this way, do another one there. And I think we'll just take a single one over the bottom. No, I don't like that. Do it like that. So it has a little bit of a roundness to it. Okay, so then I would come in with maybe some darker color, like maybe this brown. Let's take the redder brown. And we would put some in here just to show that there's some darkness kind of in there, a little bit of stuff here and there. And then we're going to go to 6A, and we're going to pick up a, let's see what colors we got. Let's take this lighter orange here, and I can cut into this one there. Here, here, little one there. Now I'm going to take a darker color, this kind of browny color, and we'll put in some dark. That's got a little purple in it. That's kind of fun. Anyway, you see what's beginning to happen here. So then I might grab some of the dark blue again and come back over the top of these and see how that, oops, I'm in my, need to go back to 1C2. Oops, that didn't look like it. There we go. So we might have, some leaves coming over the top and around the side. Who knows? I might even put one right over the top of it like that, because sometimes in the arrangements the leaves get lost. And then again, we would go in, and I've gone too long on this one, but this is the last one. So then I would go back in with the 6A and start, adding some lighter color to it. Now, it's also just as easy to take this lighter color and make some leaves out of it like that, because they're getting out into the light. So I could do something like that. I could even come back to them with the 6A and use the white in there just to kind of smooth those, or, give these a little bit of dimension. And they don't all have to be exactly like this. I just sort of like working in there. Occasionally I might take 7B, this one, which has a little bit more, it cuts, but it adds a little more, cuts less and adds a little more color. So if I were to grab, say, this green and drop in like that, see how that just adds a little bit of texture, a little extra color, and so forth to the image. Anyway, that's enough. That'll give you the idea of how I painted the rose painting, and I hope y'all enjoyed all the videos and that you watched them to the end. I found out that people don't watch videos much longer than about 3 minutes, so all of mine are too long for you to watch to the end. All righty, thank you much. Happy New Year to everybody. Bye-bye.